was born and raised on the west side of Cincinnati, where four generations of my blue collar family taught me the value of hard work and service. And along those lines, my very service oriented grandfather, who served in World War II, was a huge influence on me. So when the Twin Towers fell when I was in junior high, I knew what my calling was, and it was to serve our country overseas in a time of war. So I was luckily accepted into the Air Force Academy. I served 7 years as an Air Force intelligence officer, which included a few years in Japan and a few years in Washington, D.C. After the Air Force, I went into the CIA, where I served as an overseas operations officer in the field, which included conducting operations in Eastern Europe and Middle East war zones. So my life has always been about service and duty, and I consider my political career as an extension of that ethos. And I think this outside perspective is something that is sorely needed because our current incumbent, Greg Landsman, is a career politician who has frankly abandoned the district on many issues that are sorely needed for addressing. I'm running primarily because I'm concerned and passionate about the economic and social future of Southwest Ohio. And I believe this region needs an advocate that not only understands their local perspective, but also the national and even international perspective as well. And I believe I'm the only candidate who can effectively and comprehensively be their champion in DC. And furthermore, I pride myself on being a very common sense individual for our very common sense city. And I think this city needs someone to make common sense decisions on their behalf. And Greg Landsman has been anything but. In fact, he sided with President Biden about 98% of the time on his initiatives. And this is decision making more along the lines of an AOC or a Nancy Pelosi, and not someone from Southwest Ohio. So I look forward to bringing that leadership for a change and being that common sense champion for the district. I think firstly, it's jobs and affordability. We need to focus on bringing more and better paying opportunities to the district. We need to focus on workforce development, and we need to focus on putting money back into the families, back into the pockets of working class families. And I think the big beautiful bill was a good start in that direction. Secondly, I think we need safe streets. There's been an indisputable rise in crime here in the city, especially in the downtown area, which is not only a safety issue, but it hurts our economic development as well. And my opponent, Greg Landsman, has not been an advocate of this issue whatsoever. In fact, he sided with the defund the police crowd in his city councilman days. And I think in general across the country, the experiment of Democratic-run cities is crashing and burning all over